Okay, I'm going to do a quick lesson now. I know I've got some friends of mine who keep asking me about music theory, and I think modes are probably the most important part of how I see the guitar, and I remember it being extremely confusing, so I'm going to give you like a very short condensed version of how it works and then try and make it make sense for you. So it's going to be really quick, but we're going to start off on G because G gives me the most amount of opportunity to go all the way up the fretboard without running out of frets, basically. So I mean, most people will know some of the like minor pentatonic. They'll know that stuff. The major scale, it's really confusing because some people play it with this weird, like, 2 frets on one string, and then 3 frets, and then 3 frets, 3 frets, 2 frets, and it's very confusing. I prefer to do everything 3 notes per string, like this. It's easier on the fingers. So that is Ionian, which is also called the major scale. It's very easy. So this is just all, if you're playing a piano and you're playing in C, you'd just be playing all the white keys with a C chord in the background. Obviously I'm playing in G because it's on the guitar. And the intervals are root position, so 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, your 7 notes. Okay, that's 2 octaves. Dorian, you take your 3rd note and make it flat. Okay, phrygian, you then take the 2nd note and make that flat. So I'm playing all of these in the same position, so I'm starting on G so you can hear the difference between them. It gives you that real Spanish minor sound. Lydian, I just did a video on Lydian 5 seconds ago, is a major scale with the 4th note pushed up a half step. So you get this sound. The next one is Mixolydian Scale. A Mixolydian Scale is a major scale with the 7th note pushed down a half step. So that gives you your kind of dominant chord sound. Your very bluesy, sound. So it's this note here. Okay, the next one, pretty much everyone knows, is the minor scale. It's also called Aeolian because it's a bunch of ancient Greek names from different areas of Greece that they're named after, so like each area had its own style of music. So Aeolian is 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7. Typical minor sound, what the pentatonic scale and everything you probably already know is based off. Then we have Locrian, which is a minor scale with a flat 7 and a flat 5. So again, you have this. And the chords that go behind it are kind of messed up. That very diminished sounding kind of thing. So that's modes, and this is where it gets confusing. So they're all part of the major scale. So basically, if you do Ionian, if you want to do Dorian, you take the same scale but start on the second note. If you want to play Phrygian, you're playing the major scale in the third position. Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, Locrian, and then back to Ionian. That's where it confuses people, because they're all built from the 7 positions. So there's 7 notes in the major scale: 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then back to 1. That's where it confuses people. So each scale is built off starting the same scale from a different position on the fretboard. But where modes really come into play is what chords you play behind them. So you may have heard of chord scales. So for example, with if you take seventh note chords, for example, we'd have like a major chord for Ionian, Phrygian, Ionian, Lydian, because they're both major scales. You'd have a minor chord for Dorian, for Phrygian, for Aeolian as well. You'd have a dominant chord for Mixolydian because of the flat 7, and then you would have a half diminished chord. Let's choose a G up here. Because it sounds horrible down here. That's for your Locrian mode, and basically that's how it works. You choose, you're writing in a minor key, you choose a minor chord, you choose a minor chord progression, you choose Dorian, Phrygian or Aeolian. Dorian is very bluesy. Aeolian is the typical minor key, very sad sound. You want to pull on people's heartstrings, play Aeolian. You want to creep people out a little bit, maybe like Phrygian would be a really good idea for you. You want to write happy stuff, Ionian, the major scale, will work brilliantly. And Lydian, if you want that sort of triumphant sense of hope, think every Marvel superhero movie, I don't know if Star Wars is written in Lydian. I'm sure it has elements of Lydian in it. Film scoring is completely separate to normal music. It doesn't work the same way. It's non-functional harmony. So I hope I managed to explain that without confusing you all too much. Hope it makes sense, and if you have any questions, just send me a message. I'll try and explain it better. I don't know. Cheers.